Hello guys, and welcome for today's webinar from Royal Cyber. Today we have today's webinar is basically on Tealeaf and the key learning and best practices of Tealeaf. Today we have a great speaker for you guys. Her name is Mithali. Ms. Mithali works with us in Royal Cyber as the head of Tealeaf Consulting. And she has over 5 years of experience in the IT and software field. She has been working on different languages such as Java, JEE, and a whole bunch of implementations, specifically in the IBM platform. So without any further ado, let me hand it over to Ms. Mithali for IBM Tealeaf.
Thank you, Ammar. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to walk you through IBM Tealeaf, which is a customer experience management tool, and how this will help you bring value to your customers and recover revenue. So our main agenda would cover 8 sections, which involves the Royal Cyber profile, introduction to CEM, which is customer experience management, bridging the gap with different stakeholders using Tealeaf, IBM Tealeaf overview, putting Tealeaf in action, benefits, Royal Cyber services, and some case studies. So going through the Royal Cyber profile, Royal Cyber is a modernized e-business solutions provider specializing in software development. So we are an IBM Premier Business Partner, an IBM Authorized Trainer, and a Microsoft Certified Gold Partner. Since its inception in 2002, our experts have been leaders in providing exceptional and award-winning services to organizations of different industry verticals all across the globe. So we are headquartered mainly in Chicago, and we have a global footprint and different offices across different parts of the globe, and development centers across North America, Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Middle East region. Our strategic move of establishing an offshore center in Asia has helped us reduce costs and provide highly competitive rates to our valued clients without compromising over quality. Over many years, our experience in the e-commerce market has helped us deliver successful e-commerce solutions that makes a noticeable difference catering to your business needs. What businesses spells today is the ability to communicate and to trade rapidly from just about anywhere. So Royal Cyber is a market leader in e-commerce integration offering a comprehensive portfolio of e-commerce solutions that help companies connect with their customers. So let me begin with customer experience management. As Gartner has said, CEM is the practice of designing and reacting to customer interactions to meet or exceed customer expectations, and thus increase customer satisfaction, loyalty, and advocacy. So here what we mean is CEM mainly involves designing, implementing, and managing customer experience. Tealeaf would also help in addressing customer challenges and customer struggles, and develop best practices for evaluating customer analytics. So since Tealeaf is a customer experience management tool, we'd walk you through how this is achieved. Like a large online retailer has said, the companies that focus on customer experience are the ones that will win. Truly, Tealeaf will help you achieve this, will help you retain customers, recover abandoned sessions by customers, and focus on customer satisfaction, which will help in customer loyalty and more customer interaction with the website. So there are basically 3 stakeholders, that is the IT team, customer service, and the business team. So what is the gap? Why there is no visibility into why customers succeed or fail? We see that the IT team, they have a different set of solutions, the customer service team has a different set of solutions, and the business team has a different set of solutions, and each of these teams are unaware of each other's solutions. So the IT team would focus on server logs and transaction logs. Customer service would address customer calls and get to know the customer struggles. The business team would mainly work on the business trends and the funnel reports. But they do not have collaboration with each other because each of them have their own set of solutions, and hence they do not know what the solution of the other team is. Here is exactly where the Tealeaf would come into picture. The Tealeaf would create uniformity across these three teams by providing a common set of reports for each of the teams. So each of the team can analyze the report and try to solve the issue of the customer. Let us get into what is Tealeaf. So in raw words, Tealeaf can extract meaningful information, provide insightful analysis, deliver the tools to you for replaying, engage in further exploration, and exporting the data, which consists of all important information from each request from the visitor and each corresponding response from your web application. What Tealeaf does? Tealeaf monitors communications between your web application and visitors, effectively capturing visitors' entire experience on your website. From this, you can produce meaningful analytics on application problems, missed opportunities, and areas for improvement. Let me explain this in a bit detail. So, Tealeaf would capture all the actions, all the interactions of all customer experience obstacles. Tealeaf sits like a camera on the customer's shoulder and captures every interaction of the customer on your website. And that is how it'll help you see the sessions what the customer went through. So these are three stakeholders: the IT teams, the website, that is the e-business team, the contact center, that is the service team. And here is where Tealeaf would pitch in to provide a common picture to each of the teams. As we advance to the slides, I'll show you how this can be done. So IBM Tealeaf has great value across the enterprise. It would help in issue identification and resolution. So since Tealeaf would replay each of the customer sessions, you can exactly track where the customer experienced some issue and try to resolve it by giving it to the corresponding team or the respective team for fixing. It'll help in dispute and fraud investigation, customer service optimization. So this means basically the customer need not keep struggling to find out to interact on the website. Tealeaf would help them reduce the struggle. Website optimization integrations, customer experience KPI monitoring, customer behavior analysis. These all tasks can be achieved with the various Tealeaf features, which we would describe in detail now. To just explain the Tealeaf architecture. So the Tealeaf architecture is fairly simple. The Tealeaf capture server, which is also called the PCA, sits between the firewall near the firewall on a different port, and it captures all the data coming in from your web router switch. It has all the data coming in, and it sends this data to the processing server, where the processing server would assemble the data and capture all the sessions of the user, and then you can replay them. And this captured data can be viewed by the business analyst team and the users and the stakeholders using the Tealeaf portal. Tealeaf would not only capture the request but also the response. By request, I mean, suppose a user enters some search term. This would be captured by Tealeaf, and the web server would respond to this request. That would be the response. So a request and response pair would be a hit, and these hits would be captured by Tealeaf and recorded in the sessions. And when you replay the sessions, you can view these request response pairs, which are known as a hit. Let us go deep into why Tealeaf. So we know that businesses must understand their customer. So if we just take a look into some of the metrics, like for example, we see that 88% of the customers abandoned their cart, supposing. This means that the customer encountered some struggle and was unable to complete the transaction. Now, under such circumstances, it is less likely that this customer is going to continue with the transaction or come back to the website and continue the session. So most likely he's going to not come back to the website. So 63% of the customers less likely to repeat with this bad experience. And because of so much of struggle, most of the customers would move to a costly channel just and not come back to your website. And out of which, say, only 41% would express frustration. So the customer loyalty is just 40%. 60% of the users on your website will not come in to complete the session. They'll abandon the session and not revisit your website. Here is where you need to identify why this happened, how this can be reduced, and how can you reach out back to those customers who experience troubles to recover them. This all can be done by using all the features of IBM Tealeaf, which majorly are search, replay, reporting, and alerts. Let us get into the details of each of them. Search. So using Tealeaf Search, we can find the customer who has issues. So let's get into the details of the search. So for search types, you can search two kinds of sessions. One are the active sessions and one are the completed sessions. The active sessions would be the live session, like supposing a user is currently on the website in some transaction. Tealeaf can record this session and you can view it. Completed session search would mean if the user has completed the session and transaction, and you can view the session later because Tealeaf records each and every session. We have various search options or search criteria. You can search on the basis of search range, like for example, sessions between certain dates or sessions between certain time durations. Also, we have search fields. For example, we can find out sessions for what requests the user put in. For example, the text in request. So if the user search for some particular keyword, using that option, you can search for that session. So that's the various session options. Then there's a search session list, which includes sessions list template and sessions list options. So there are various templates for searching. You can search on the basis of URL, on the basis of hits and different criteria. And you can also have various sessions list options. There are search session options, like you can replay the entire session, you can page list, you can event detail quick view, you can get the session information, for example, which browser was used by the user, which operating system was used by the user. And you can send the user sessions to event tester to test against various criteria and get the results you want. Replay. So like we always spoke about, we can replay an entire session of the user. There are two kinds of replay. One is the RTV, that's the realty viewer replay, and the BBR, that's the browser replay. In case of browser replay, you do not need a software installed on your client system. You can just replay it on your browser. But in case of RTV, you need a small software installed on your browser, on the browser of the client machine. So both are fairly easy because they have certain replay rules, and if we abide by the rules, you can replay the entire session and identify the customer struggles. Reporting. So Tealeaf has an exclusive feature which is reporting, where we can have there are various dashboards and reports, and we can view the reports and analyze for customer struggle. So this feature reporting would allow you to define the steps in your process, to track abandonment between steps, to see trends over time, to drill into sessions when abnormal results suggest a new problem. So this would mean you could create your own reports or use the existing out-of-the-box reports provided by Tealeaf and identify the struggle areas or the inconsistencies or when something goes wrong. You can drill down into the report details. You can search for the session. You can replay the session and find out where this happened. Also, you could even get the business value, like how much, if the person abandoned the cart, what was the value of the cart abandonment. Another feature is Tealeaf alerts. So there are many areas where customer experiences struggle. Suppose you keep some threshold, like if this issue occurs more than a certain number of times, you can ask Tealeaf to send alerts to you via email to the respective teams, the business team or the IT team. For example, suppose you want to record that if a user logs in with incorrect password for 3 times, you need to send an alert. You just want to gather statistics of how many users did this. So you can set up an alert in Tealeaf, where if a user logs in with invalid password for 3 times, an alert is set up, and the business team or any team that you want would receive an alert when this event occurs. And this helps, this feature would help to bring in crucial, critical, identified patterns of website struggle and try to provide a resolution. So you need to know basically who is struggling on your website, who is unable to complete a transaction, and Tealeaf helps you with all these things. Now let's see how we can utilize Tealeaf features in each of the tasks we spoke about earlier. So basically we'd look into 4 steps. That's identify, scope, fix, and follow up. So identify. Here what we mean by identify is we want to identify customer struggles. We can do that in 2 ways. One is a reactive approach and one is a proactive approach. The reactive approach would be your customers come to you with a struggle and you follow up and try to fix it. The proactive would be you use the existing Tealeaf solutions and provide solutions to the customers. So it's like real-time customer experience KPI monitoring, predetermined alerts that we spoke of in the previous slides, issue resolution, and customer follow-up. Let us look into the detail of each of these solutions. So supposing a customer encounters a struggle and he calls up the customer care and he lets them know that he encountered a struggle. So if the customer service agent has access to Tealeaf, he can exactly find out the session where this occurred. He can recover the customer session. He can walk through the session and identify where the problem occurred. And thus, on the call itself, he would be able to assist the customer. And exactly he would know which step this occurred. This would be the reactive approach. The proactive would be using the existing out-of-the-box reports like KPI monitoring on the Tealeaf dashboard. So when these reports are built and you set up certain alerts and certain events and you see some metrics going down or not in range, you can drill down to each of these reports and find out why this is happening and discover the customer struggle and fix it. So the proactive report is one feature of Tealeaf because it provides you with the required dashboards, reports, and analysis. While doing all this, we need to know the scope. What I mean by scope is what is the magnitude of this problem and also can we reproduce it. So magnitude would mean how many visitors encountered this problem, how many completed the checkout, how many abandoned the session. Also, can we reproduce? Are they traceable? Can we bring them back? Can we recover the lost customers by some remarketing tactics? So, as a feature of Tealeaf, when you drill down the report, you have one section which is known as the Analyze Segment section. In this section, you can find out how many customers were affected. For example, we need to know if 300 customers were affected or 3 lakh, because this will help the business know the value of the loss. And hence, this is an important feature. And also, we can reach out to the customers, which we'll be talking about in the next slides. Fix. So for fixing the issues, we need to know the root cause of a problem. We need to track back, find the problem, and resolve immediately depending on the business impact. So what happens is, when you find a new site issue, the Tealeaf agent or the Tealeaf user can send the session directly to the production support for immediate resolution. The production support can exactly view where this issue occurred and try for different methods of resolution. By doing so, you're reducing almost 60% of the IT time associated with this problem. Also, since Tealeaf records the response and request, you exactly know what the request of the user was and what response data was provided by the web server. And you can diagnose where this happened. So by quickly resolving the site issue, fewer customers are impacted and lost revenue is retained. So you're helping the future customers avoid this struggle by knowing exactly where the issue occurred. Follow-up. Now, when some of the customers are lost, the main strategy would be to recover the loss because of their abandoned sessions. This can be done in two ways. One is to reach out to the impacted customer based on your customer policies and help them recover their session by providing some marketing tactics so that you could get their abandoned amount. And the other one would be integrate IBM Tealeaf solutions with email marketing solutions for automated recovery campaigns. So for follow-up, like we saw, there's one option, that's the alert, that would let the business team know of some issue that occurred. And also, Tealeaf records each and every activity of the user, not only the URL he browsed through, but the operating system he used and the browser version and the user details. Because of this feature, you can directly reach to the Tealeaf customers or to the website users who encountered some problem. Because you have the data in Tealeaf, send them an email so that they can recover their abandoned session and complete that session. You could also do this by phone because you get all the customer details. Let us look into Tealeaf and application monitoring. Tealeaf is like an application monitoring tool, but not exactly an application monitoring tool, because Tealeaf provides visibility into experiencing customer perception, gain insights, identify and isolate common and rare problems. So you can see your website exactly in the eyes of a customer as to how the customer is viewing your website. Alerts. You can set a particular threshold for alerts to avoid certain incidents. You can email respective team for resolution of particular issues, and also capacity and capability planning. So by using the alert feature, you can proactively determine the struggles of the customer or certain events which you think could harm the transaction of a customer. Then we have performance monitoring. You can quickly find out the root causes of the struggle. You can improve usability and availability. You can reduce the length of outages and delays and reduce IT costs. Test. So once you have found a session, a struggle session, you can test this session against various scenarios by testing it against various events. So events are built in Tealeaf, and you can have your session tested against various events to see where exactly it fails. And also you can ensure your organization is not lacking anything. Tealeaf is an awareness tool. So like we spoke about earlier, Tealeaf can help you with customer experience KPIs because of the default dashboards and scorecards that Tealeaf provides. You can check the key site processes like bill, pay, checkout, registration, and key technical performance KPIs. So basically, because of the already existing reports in Tealeaf, you can find out the loopholes, or if some feature of your website is not working perfectly or as expected, you could identify using Tealeaf. The benefits would be real-time awareness prompts action to preserve or improve success rates. Because of this, customer struggles would be reduced and customer experience would be good, and the users would probably return back to your website because of a good customer experience. So like we saw, we have reactive problem resolution, proactive monitoring, and multi-channel optimization. Tealeaf provides multiple reporting options. So the first one is provided reports. Some reports which are already in the Tealeaf, which include fundamental web traffic charts such as hit counts per hour, session count per hour. And the built-in reports are supplemented with detailed numeric values. Tealeaf Report Builder. You can create ad hoc reports through the portal reporting suite that is provided by Tealeaf. Then you have the scorecards, which include business process and key performance indicator scorecard capabilities, which you can use to extract current and critical information. Dashboards Tealeaf provides a set of dashboards that can be used to monitor web application activity and performance. So to just sum it up, what Tealeaf can do for you is it can view user activity, searching capabilities, drill down sessions to replay, and reporting for detection and analysis of customer problems. So just two use cases. So one leading online retailer of design brands was able to recover $1.1 million lost annually because of Tealeaf. And another leading UK travel company could save £1.5 million annually by fixing usability issue using Tealeaf. Let us look into the financial benefits of Tealeaf. Because of Tealeaf, you can see on an average, there is 0.5% increase in site conversion rates, 1% improvement in customer retention rates and better site experience, 0.5% improvement in average order value from better customer experience, 60% reduction in IT and development costs associated with problem and reproduction and the resolution, 10% reduction in IT and development costs associated with better prioritization of site projects and project avoidance. Let us look into the business benefits of Tealeaf. So the Tealeaf provides you an entire visibility into the actual customer experience. Because of this, you can diagnose and resolve the customer obstacles. Also, you can quantify the business impact of any given issue for more effective prioritization. You can provide real-time customer experience analytics to engage discovery and website optimization efforts. Since Tealeaf seamlessly integrates with CRM systems, it can make online customer experience service more effective. You can afford proactive remarketing or order recovery campaigns. Along with that, Tealeaf empowers you to calculate the total business impact. So how is this business impact calculated? Let us briefly look into the 5 steps. What is business impact? So the business impact would be the potential revenue lost by the company because of customer struggle and dissatisfaction. To do so, we need to know a few metrics. How many encountered an obstacle? So how many people on the website encountered a particular trouble? Then we need to know how many of these who encountered the trouble converted checkout and how many abandoned the session. And then we need to find out the conversion rate and compare to those who did not encounter the obstacle. This means under an ideal scenario, when the user would not encounter this obstacle, how many would convert to checkout? Comparing these two percentages, we can calculate a value of the potential business cost that is lost because of customer struggles, because of the particular obstacle. And this would be the obstacle cost or the value lost because of the obstacle. Here at Tealeaf, we specialize in a couple of services, which include IBM Tealeaf implementation, IBM Tealeaf migration, IBM Tealeaf support, IBM Tealeaf performance tuning, digital analytics integration, specialized dashboards, training and development, and consultancy. So why Royal Cyber Services? So we have our main expertise on the following tasks involving Tealeaf. First one would be session replay analysis. We could replay the entire session using Tealeaf and analyze and let you know where the struggle or obstacle occurred. Conduct business impact analysis. As described in the previous slide, we could calculate the business value, the opportunity cost that you lost, and this would help you prioritize the severity of the issue. User experience analysis, customer struggle analysis, and distribute data via dashboards and scorecards to executives and interested parties. Let us look into some of the case studies. So there was this insurance company that approached Royal Cyber with an unsatisfactory migration of Tealeaf reports and dashboards from version 7.2 to 8.7. So what they basically wanted to do is they wanted to migrate their existing Tealeaf version to a newer one. And to do this, we had to create the reports from scratch and the dashboards to meet their business need and help them how to utilize the true potential of newer version with advanced customer experience and management functionalities. So what Royal Cyber did was they helped them in this migration from the existing Tealeaf version to the new version and helped them in creating reports and dashboards from scratch. And the reports and dashboards help them get all the reporting metrics and online customer experience management with web analytics. So this provided business and marketing analysts the ability to drill down into the qualitative details of real customer sessions and find out the loopholes. Moreover, instead of hypothesizing about why negative trends on the site, quality assurance team can quickly diagnose and fix the problems causing failed customer experiences. So because of this migration, there was the benefits that the insurance company had was there was a decrease in the total number of outstanding site defects by 82%, 80% reduction in the average resolution time of site issues. Direct traffic conversions have increased by 40% and also increase in return on investment. Another case study is where a higher education group approached Royal Cyber for customized reporting of their digital data derived from different business units and their comparison with e-commerce databases. They also required experienced Tealeaf resources to model their new deployed Tealeaf solution to provide actionable insights. So, talking about the Tealeaf helped in configuring and customizing events to monitor for issues and trends. And Tealeaf helped in creating dimensions, reports, and alerts based on events to provide analytic data, session replay analysis, investigating customer sessions to perform root cause analysis, monitor critical business processes, track issues, and communicate finding, create KPI scorecards and dashboards. So all these activities help them to get an insightful analysis of the customer activities. So to sum it up, with Tealeaf, to sum it up with Tealeaf is a customer experience management tool which would help you in track your customer activities, recover abandoned customers, gain more potential benefit because of the abandoned sessions and recovering the customers, and have a better customer satisfaction rate. So these are the basic. Here we have the clients for Royal Cyber has been working for, and a variety of clients on a variety of applications, including Tealeaf and WebSphere Commerce. Royal Cyber main headquarters is in Chicago, Illinois, but there are different delivery centers and sales offices across the globe. So Royal Cyber has been awarded Smarter Commerce Cell winner in 2013, IBM Business Partner Beacon finalist in 2013, and Impact Mobile Innovation winner in 2013. So that was all about Tealeaf. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, Mithali, and thank you everyone for joining today's webinar from Royal Cyber. If you guys have any questions, you guys can feel free to email us at marketing@royalcyber.com. Once again, it's marketing@royalcyber.com. I hope this was an informative setting for you guys for Tealeaf. We will be having more webinars shortly, so thank you for joining. And once again, my name is Amar Nadeem. I will be following up with all you guys, and once again, thank you for Ms. Mithali for the beautiful presentation.
Thank you.
Once again, guys, thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.